I am surrounded by money. Abundance is my birthright. Wealth comes to me from many different sources. I allow the universe to bless me with abundance now. I trust that I will create abundance. I am magnetic to money, and it is magnetic to me. I move from poverty thinking to abundance thinking. I am becoming more and more prosperous every day. All right. Great grand rising to the royal family, Unc and Ma'at. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, please do drop a 111 in the chat for me, please. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, please drop a 111 in the chat for me, please. All right, I see those ones. What's going on, family? I see you all. All right. Hey, everybody. How are you doing this morning? I am doing amazing. For those of you who may not know me, if you're watching this for the very first time, if you are on YouTube, please do go ahead and subscribe to this channel so you can be notified whenever I do go live. Turn on your notifications, of course, and go ahead, hit that like button, share this channel with others who are interested in learning a skill that could teach them how to multiply their own money on a consistent basis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you're going to experience this morning is not by no means to be taken as financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. As you are going to be investing, if you do, please do so very carefully. There is risk involved in trading. Never, ever risk money that you're not willing to lose. And we're going to dive in with a strategy that we have been time testing and proven to work in binary trading. Binary trading is like trading in minutes, guys. It's trading with time. It's time-based. And this morning, we're going to be taking 3-minute positions in the market, 2-minute positions, 1-minute positions in the market, and you're going to go see how we do that live. All right. So without further ado, let's just dive right in. Again, my name is Mark with the C. Blake, and I'm your humble servant trader here on Profits Before Sunrise, where we take only the highest probability trade ideas, executing them with discipline, patience, and consistency. Now, we know that there are 3 different types of analysis that we can use when investing. The very first one being the fundamentals of the market. So we're looking at the news right now, and you can find this at forexfactory.com. This is where we actually look up the news that could potentially be affecting us while we're in the market. Okay, so time now is 5:06. And I'm not seeing anything to affect us in the market currently. Today is Wednesday, so we have crude oil inventories coming out at 9:30 a.m. We have new home sales at 9 o'clock a.m. All right, at 1 o'clock p.m., USD has some major news, FOMC statement and Fed funds rate. and then there was going to be a press conference. So if you're going to be in the market afternoon today, be careful with the USD. All right. Next thing that we want to do is we want to check which direction the winds are blowing. We always look at the currency strength with the currency strength meter. What does that mean? It means that we're going to be trading three currencies, which leads into three pairs. For those of you who are trading on a broker that may not have or is not offering a favorable return on your investment, then you can go ahead and do AUD with that other broker. All right. Now, if you wish to learn more about what we're doing here, look in the descriptions below in YouTube, and you'll find how to contact us to join our mentorship program. It's going to teach you step by step how to get this strategy down pat. Okay, so let us dive in. We're looking at Euro, JPY, and USD today. All right, Euro, JPY, and USD, and AUD also. The very first thing that I want to do is find out which currency pair has the greatest discrepancies between them, the greatest difference between them when it comes on to strengths. And right off the bat, that's looking to me like USDJPY. USDJPY. You can see that USD is weaker than the Japanese yen. And anytime you have the quote currency being stronger than the base currency being USD and the quote being JPY, anytime you have a situation like that, you usually are moving downwards in the market. You're selling, all right? And when you have a case where the base is stronger than the quote, if the base is stronger than the quote, you're going up. If the first currency is stronger than the second currency, you should be going up. So the very first thing that I want to look at is USDJPY. Next up would be EURUSD and then EURJPY. Okay, so in that order. So follow me on now over to TradingView, a software that allows us to analyze the market technically. All right, so we're moving now on to technical analysis. Oh, I need to change this to profits before sunrise. But guys, profits after dark was amazing last night. For those of you who do not know, we trade leverage and we trade binary. In the nights, we have our leverage classes, all right? And you guys can see how yesterday for our leverage class, we were looking at this trade we took right up here. This was the sell entry right here where you see this red arrow. Arrows don't lie, guys. This is my account. I trade live on TradingView as well. And you can see where we got into the trade with this red arrow and where we got out with this blue arrow, okay? And you can see it's directly in alignment with our zone. This was about 27 pips and it's still dropping, all right? But this happened in our sleep, so I did not try to trend trail this. I am out of this trade, all right? Market is now going into consolidation. EURJPY, we also took for a buy from our entry here. You can see blue arrow is our entry, stop loss to the bottom, take profit to the top. You can see where we took profit right at that arrow right there, again in alignment with the zones. That was 14 pips. All right, so we're just going to leave that there. Tonight we can analyze that, ladies and gentlemen, on profits after dark. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, all right, so let's swing on back now over to profits before sunrise. See, on TradingView, you can actually have different layouts. So I have a layout for every one of our classes, right? So last night was profits after dark. So I had a setup with profits after dark. All my candlestick markings are in that specific layout. And then I can change to profits before sunrise layout. Okay. Profits before sunrise layout is going to provide me with all the currencies and all the indicators that I use on profits before sunrise. I mean, it's really amazing. It's really amazing. TradingView is next level. And I give them all the ratings, all the props, really good software. It is a free software also, but of course, you know, in order to get the more advanced features, you will have to pay for a subscription, which is like $15 US, I think, for the base plan. All right, so we said we're going to start off looking at USDJPY And then we were going to look at, what was it here? Let me go back real quick. Look at the currency strength meter. So it was USDJPY, then EURUSD. EURUSD is buying. So we're going to label that green, or should be buying. So we're going to label that green. And then EURJPY is selling. So we're going to leave that red. Let's go to USDJPY. And we're going to check really quickly on the 5-minute time frame to see if we have a trade set up. Now, remember when we looked at it on Profits After Dark, we noticed that we were in consolidation. Well, we are looking to be in consolidation and we're on the sell side. All right, I'm going to turn off my indicators here so it's less confusing for those of you who do not know what you're looking at. All right, so we're to the sell side. We're to the sell side, ladies and gentlemen, and we are consolidating. Price started to sell off. Price started to sell off from here. We have some inefficiency in the market. We call that the fair value gap, all right, or imbalance in the market. And you can turn on your imbalance finder to find where those areas are. Why should we find those areas? Because it's very important that we know how the algorithm is moving. And for those of you who are on the sessions, y'all keep that in mind, that we have 2 areas of inefficiency right there. Okay, so if we were to take a trade right off the bat with USDJPY, what would that look like? Well, I can see here where we have a ceiling and a floor right here. Okay, I have a ceiling and a floor right there. I'm going to mark this up and get prepared to take a sell on USDJPY. All right. I'm going to mark that up and get prepared to take a sell on USDJPY. We also have a lower zone between here and here with slightly to no imbalance at all. So let's see if we're going to make it up. And using my RSI, I can see we're coming closer and closer to the overbought region, sorry. All right, so I'm going to drop my alert on this red line here to alert me when we are in the overbought condition, or when the currency pair is overvalued. Okay, so my alert is set. So I can leave here now and can do my analysis correctly by looking at a top-down analysis. So we're looking to see if price is going to touch here to then continue going down. If it does that, we will line ourselves up to take that sell opportunity. Ensure your broker is open and you are able to trade USDJPY. All right, ensure that you have the ability to trade USDJPY. I do. And it's paying out 84% return on my investment here on my broker. And again, guys, this is options trading, just a bit different than leverage trading. We're trading based on time. And the time that we're going to be in this trade for, should it set up, all right, will be 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So should you choose to accept this trading idea, you know, I'm hearing some Mission Impossible music in the background. Ding, 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 ding. No, that's James Bond. How Mission Impossible, right? All right, so I'm hearing that in my head, and it's telling me, it's like, you know, should you choose to accept this trade, click on this button when it gets to here. Okay, where I'm going to show you again. I'm going to show you again because here it is. This is where you're going to be looking to take your trade, in this area right here. Okay, in between this red dotted line and this yellow box. Once it gets up into here, we're looking to take it down. If it doesn't get up to there and it chooses to drop, then we're waiting for price to break out of this area, retest this area, and then continue moving down. So our strategy is based on a concept known as break and retest. And it's a pattern that we've been seeing in the market. This has been repeated over and over again, and we have been practicing to identify them and capitalize on it when it happens. All right, let me look at EURUSD really quickly. see how it's moving right now in the 5-minute time frame. All right, I can see that it too is somewhat in a consolidated state. All right, and I would need to wait for price to push down in order to go back up. So let me go ahead and delete all of these drawings. And let me zoom out and see what's going on here. So we're in a heavy uptrend. We're in a heavy uptrend, as you can see. If you can't see it, let me draw it for you. So you guys can see we're in a heavy, very heavy uptrend. Okay, we're not traded below this red line. That's an uptrend. All right. However, I need to find a position to get into the market. These zones that we've been identifying can be called the ceiling and the floor. The ceiling and the floor. This is the ceiling or the resistance area. This is the floor or the support area. All right, I also have another little area here. I'm looking to see if we have any imbalance. Yes, we have some imbalance between this wick and this body. Okay, so USDJPY is telling us that it's ready. It has pushed up. Time now is 5:18. So the next move can only come at 5:20. So we're looking to see price push down. Either it's going to give us a reaction here and then move up, or it's going to give us a reaction all the way down here, then move up. Or we could potentially break this high, retest it, and then we get ready to move up. All right, either one can work out, and we just have to be patient and wait to see which one the market gives us. I'm going to set my RSI on my green line here because that's where we're looking to take the trade when it's time to go back up. All right, also have a high over here that was already broken. All right, already broken and retested, pushed up, broke the low, came down, retested this floor, pushed off. So now let's see if it's going to continue that rhythm or if she's going to break out totally and give us a retest, at which point I'll be taking that buy. And I'm looking for a retest either here or here. Not so much in favor of that middle one right here, but I have it marked up and ready to go just in case. All right, so EURUSD is set and done. Let's look at EURJPY. Time now is 5:20. Let's get back over to USDJPY. We are selling. So the price touched our line, but did not give us a full crossover. All right, touched our line right here. You can see we had a test of that zone. We did not get a crossover, so I'm not particularly ready to enter this trade yet until I get a push above this red line for price to come right back on down. Okay, now for those of you who are trading on leverage, we're going to be looking at some moves today. I'll post them in the chat. But remember, guys, we have imbalance here. We have imbalance here. So if we do not get the reaction here at the ceiling, price could push up into that imbalance area or even further up into this area to then take that drop. All right. So bear that in mind. We have an order block also. We have an order block right here. Okay. You have a big order flow coming out of this block, pushing all the way down to here. So price could push up to this imbalance area, retest it, and then drop. So that's for my leverage traders. Look out for that. All right, let's try check the fibs to see what that move looks like from the high point. The high point of the move to the low point. And the golden ratio falls right underneath the order block. So this would be the area for us to trade. This is in alignment with the imbalance as well. So that definitely looks like a good move. If price breaks this area and pushes up, I could look to see price put it all the way up to there and then give us a nice big drop. So all the way up into this area and then come right on back down. Okay, so that's also a longer leverage move. And we can see if that plays out, potential for the downside would be just about 36 pips. Okay. All right. So we continue to wait to see if we're going to get that move on UJ at the 525. We will check back in with that. All right. EURJPY for the sell. How are you doing? All right. So the last high that we received on EURJPY would be this one right here, which was kind of an anomaly. This looks like some big push in the market. So I do not normally take those types of moves into consideration because, you know, it just moved up, then came right back on down. But it's in alignment with this floor over here as well. So I'm going to work with it for right now. All right, we could continue to push up before we drop here, but let us see where she wants to go. Not too liking this setup on EJ. Not really liking it, but hey, let's just see if she wants to drop from here. All right, let me look at the trend line and see what's going on with that. Boom. Boom. All right, so that's looking like the trend line. So if price gets back up to this area, we could see a possible retest and a push back on down. Okay, we're already above and overbought, sorry, and the time now is 525. So this is a move that's lining up right now. Potential sell on EJ. Potential sell on EJ. If you feel comfortable, you can look into taking that one. Wait for it to start dropping and you should be good. All right, let's get on back over to UJ. It's 525. UJ is looking good. Let's go over to the 1 minute time frame. And let's wait to see if we're going to get a convincing candle on that 1 minute for entry. 58 seconds is approaching. 3 minutes is on the clock. 58 is right there. 1 minute didn't really load in time, so let's see. We got a convincing candle or not. Reset chart. Okay, so we did get a convincing candle right here. Let me know if you guys got in. You can see the convincing candle is right here. Let me know if you guys got in on that reaction. This would be your entry right here, if you got into that. Okay. If not, let's just continue to be patient and simply wait for it. The 5 minute RSI is still pointing sideways, not yet crossing. 1 minute RSI is also pointing up, not yet crossing. All right. So on the 5-minute, you can see that price is in our zone right now and just pushing up slightly. Let us go over to the currency strength meter and let me glance on that real quick to see what's happening. So USDJPY. All right, we have an up arrow on USD at this time, an up arrow on USD, which is not favorable. We want a down arrow, not an up arrow, but it is what it is. Let me know if you guys are in. Let me know if you guys were in. Dropped in the chat if you are. This was the first convincing candle. This is the second candle. This is the first candle. This is the first minute that you would be in the trade. This is the second minute that you'd be in the trade. And this is the third minute. Okay, let me know if you guys got in. I'm not seeing anything in the chats as yet. Let me know, let me know, let me know. You're going to be out of time to place your trade in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You can no longer place a trade for 3 minutes. That's now 30 seconds. You're in your last 30 seconds of the trade. All right, price just pushed back up. Price just pushed back up. And it's playing around with the entry right now. It's playing around with your entry right now. You have about 5 seconds to clear. I'm going to clear in 3, 2, 1. That's a clear. That's a clear for me, guys. That's a clear for me. So that's 3%. That's 3% down on the account, just like that in 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys. Look at the reaction of that ceiling. Smooth landing on UJ. That's right, Richie Rich. All right, just look at that reaction, guys. We can't make this stuff up. This is live on YouTube. You guys can see the precision in that entry. You can see the precision on that candle. You can see with precision this trade actually moving our way. Ladies and gentlemen, when luck is on your side and you have the skill and you're prepared to execute and do what's necessary, money will flow in your way. Because you become a person that you can attract money. Why? Because you're disciplined, you're focused, and you're consistent. This was a 3-minute trade on a 5-minute candle, just executed, and we're done. 3 minutes, 3%, 3, 3, 3. All right. So I have a lot of the students who've cleared in the chats, drop in cleared, 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 cleared. I see you guys with 3-minute clears. All right. One person says EU is running away. All right, let's go ahead and look at EU real quick, given that we are done with EJ. Woo! Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. So EU has blasted off, taken off, right? Did not quite get to the middle zone that we were watching, did not get to our oversold condition, but definitely she took off. And so now what we're looking for is we're waiting for price to do this high one, where price should come back down, retest our floor, and then start pushing back up. So we let that run, let that do its thing. She's a runaway train right now. EU is gone. EU is gone. All right, down, down, down. So we wait patiently for her to come back and give us that opportunity. Now, what has happened here, guys, is that price has opened up a gap, a fair value gap, an imbalance in the market, inefficiency, as some people call it, with this big, big bullish candle. See right where this wick is to where the opening of this is, right? From here to here, that's a big gap that needs to be filled. You see from where this wick is to where we are here in price, that's a gap that is going to need to be filled. So price will have to come back down into this area. right? Well, let me not say that. Correct yourself, Mark. It is highly likely that price should come back down into this area. You see, when you build such confidence after studying the markets for so long, you start to believe that you know what the market is doing. And that in and of itself, ladies and gentlemen, is very dangerous. And I will advise you guys to try and always have an open mind and not marry yourself to any one trade idea. Okay. Please, I implore you, don't marry yourself to any trade idea. Because we've been winning so often, because we've been so successful, we tend to feel superhuman sometimes, as though we cannot get it wrong, or this is what it must do. So I have to correct myself in my language and keep my mind in the right space. All right. Not because luck is on our side when we are prepared and we're skillfully prepared to take trades. It doesn't mean that's going to go our way. And when we have such high expectations and buildups and we take an L, that's how you get into issues psychologically in the market and start to literally give your money away. We cannot allow that to happen. So ladies and gentlemen, we can see the movement to the upside and we're grateful for that. Let us go ahead and check EJ and see how she's moving in the market. Currently breaking the high that we were looking at. We're now waiting for price to come back on down. All right. It's broken. It's broken the high. I told you guys I don't like when these type of highs happen. All right. So we're seeing where price could be retesting this floor. Right now, that would be a good test of time. Good price entry. Price wicked into that area. Price wicked into that area, and we could be potentially seeing a sell opportunity on EJ off that area right now. Okay, so get prepared for EJ to make its move, also respecting the trend line. All right, we are also now overbought, so we have a couple of things to check off the checklist, guys. So start checking. So we have a floor that was broken, retested, and now we could potentially be getting in for a trade idea to the downside. Let's go ahead and run through the checklist. Pull your checklists out, guys, and go over your checklist to see if you're missing anything. Okay. The 1 minute is already starting to drop. The time now is 5:34, and we're approaching the new 5-minute candle. New 5-minute candle just started. All right. This is EURJPY. So I'm going to ensure that EURJPY is set up on my broker. I will not be taking this trade necessarily, guys, if it's not lined up. And if it is that I'm going to take it because I've already made 3% on my investment, I'm dropping it down to 1%. Okay, just in the event that this is an L, it won't wipe out my profits. Well, price is already dropping. Look at that. The 58-second is coming up. This is a runaway already, guys. A runaway already. All right, on the 1 minute, you can see it's already moving. I'm very skeptical about this one because the 1 minute and the 5 minute is not lined up. So if you're going to be taking this, guys, your discretion. The 58-second is coming up. Actually, I'm going to take it on demo. I'm going to take it on demo. I'm set up to take it on demo. All right, so price is still pushing up. This would have been your convincing candle if you had caught it. I did not get in. I'm also looking at the 5 minute still being overbought and pushing up. So in my world, this is just not quite ready as yet. Yes, we did get a nice wick to the upside. Yes, we did see price pull right back down, which happened in this time frame, price pulling right back down. We did get the imbalance being filled in between here and here on the 1 minute time frame. I'll show you with the imbalance finder. Oh, imbalance finder is not on this one over here. I might need to put it on. Let me put on the imbalance finder on the 1 minute time frame. Still a nice drop if you guys got in. Put my imbalance on the 1 minute just to show you guys. So we still have one more trading session for the week. So I'm not all in the rush to try and fill up all my positions right now. So, all right, Graham is in. Oh, whoops, sorry. G, what's going on? G is in on EJ. All right, JMax got in on the pullback and cleared. Okay. So the imbalance I was just referring to is right here, guys. The price wicked up to the imbalance. That was the retest of that area. And at the retest of that area, price just tanks. Now, this is a whole different strategy of entry, guys. It does not wait on the 58-second. It depends on the retest. So we know that there is a potential retest right here. There's a likelihood that price, after this big movement, created this gap here. This big movement created this gap here. Price pulled all the way back up like it was, fill that gap, then it dropped, right? So if you got in there for a minute, boom, that would have been a good sell, good retest. That's JMax style. She got in for the 1 minute and got in on the pullback and cleared it. All right. Mr. E got in on the pullback as well for 3 minutes on the demo. So if you got in on the pullback here, right? Whoa, look at that move. See, this is why I'm very skeptical of the 5 minute being overbought and not crossing down. Guys, I need to see this turn. It's too high up. This type of height above the red line right here, which indicates an overbought condition or overvalued of this currency, is telling me we have upward momentum in the market. Upward momentum. All right. So if you got in on this 1, 2, 3 minutes, you would have just cleared on the close right here. If you took it on this candlestick here, which is 535, you'd have taken an L on that. All right. You'd have taken an L if you took this 3 minute trade, 535, boom. But guys, follow me closely. Watch this. Watch this. Remember when we were looking at it and I said to you, the 5 minute and the 1 minute are not in alignment. Anytime I see that the 5 minute and the 1 minute is not in alignment, I approach with extreme caution, right? Because the 1 minute is all the way down here, which is where it was at 535, it's giving me an idea that price could bounce off the oversold condition and head back on up. All right. And so said, so done. That's exactly what it did in the short term. It came down to the green line, went back up. All right. So I always wait to get the 5 minute and the 1 minute alignment if I can. If I'm impatient and I wish to take the trade earlier than that, then I want to ensure that the 1 minute has enough time frame to travel down further below the green based on what's going on in the market. All right. And I did not see that this morning here. So, you know, I stayed out. So I'm waiting now. 540 is here. I'm going to reset my 3 minutes. 58-second is approaching. Still have green candles. Still have green candles. And euro had an arrow. Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. I got you, Richie Rich. All right. So let me go ahead and take this imbalance finder off here. Okay. So guys, you can see we're pressing up into the zone just a wee bit more. All right. Waiting for that drop. Let me double check the currency strength meter. Let me double check the currency strength meter here. Wow. EURJPY, ladies and gentlemen, is neck and neck. Plus, there's an arrow on euro. Definitely not something I'd like to rush into at all. All right. Let me show you. All right. You see how this turned out now? Euro is at full blast. JPY is at full blast. They are neck and neck, plus euro has an up arrow. So that's consolidation. So you're moving into buying territory, although we are in consolidation because the euro is getting stronger than the Japanese yen. All right. If that makes sense, drop a 333 in the chat. Yeah, it explains a spike up on JPY. All right. If that makes sense, drop a 333 in the chat. All right, I see those threes. You guys getting it? All right, awesome, awesome sauce. So I'm pretty much good with my 3%, guys. That's awesome. You guys know I took 2 L's yesterday at a maximum of 4%. So I'm about 1% away from getting back to where I need to be. And let's just see if that's going to transpire today. We have another session coming on at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the waltz with none other than our world-class trader, JMax, all right, on the waltz. So that will be your next opportunity, a connecting flight in the markets. All right, price continues to push. We're going to see if she's going to make it all the way up to the top of the zone before she gives us that drop. Okay. So we patiently wait. I can get rid of this. And guys, I told you, I never liked this high. Never liked it. See, when you have this big, massive surge of bullish pressure and then this big surge back down of bearish pressure, I don't pay much attention to that. All right. They're just exercising, they're flexing their muscles. But definitely on Friday, guys, I'll be teaching a lesson on imbalance. You guys don't want to miss that. We're going to dive deep into the 3 different types of imbalances. And that's going to be an amazing lesson. You're not going to want to miss that, because if you can tie imbalance with your fibs, OMG, I'm telling you, it's amazing when you have the fibs with the imbalance finder. Trust me, guys, you're in for a treat. That's a strategy all in and of itself. I'm telling you. All right, so price is actually pushing up to that right now. Go ahead and lower this. All right, so guys, price is pushing above that area right now because euro got really strong, right, guys? You saw the arrow on euro got really strong. Okay. All right, so we're seeing the 58 coming up now. We are seeing a turn down of the moving average on the RSI. You can see the turn down. EURJPY is starting to set itself up. 58-second is gone. If you did not enter, no problems. We're watching this like a hawk. All right, I hope you guys are feeling good out there, feeling resolute. Okay. So when you pay attention to what's going on now, guys, at 5:45, this would have been your entry right here, right there, boom. All right, that would have been your entry on EJ. Let me know if you guys got in. You can see that the 5-minute and the 1-minute are closer in alignment now, both being overbought. 5-minute pushing down, 1-minute already crossing down. All right. It's still a bit high for me. Still a bit high for me. I usually like to see price crossing down, but the truth is, a lot of the times when it reaches the time to cross down, sometimes it's just too late and you missed it. All right, so you have to be very decisive with the execution based on your zone sometimes. And this comes with practice, it comes with experience. This is not something that I can tell you when. You have to feel the market, you have to know the market, you have to be connected to the market, you have to know the market for yourself. That's where the skill set really comes to life. All right, so you guys can see it's no joke how close this actually respected this level that we have here. This zone was perfectly respected. If you got in for 1 minute, you would have taken an L. If you got in for 2 minutes, you're now in profit and you're on your 3rd minute right now. If you took this trade, you're on your 3rd minute right now. Okay. I did not take it based on the fact that the EUR and the JPY are so close together. I did not take it. But for those of you market traders, for those of you who are avid market traders and you saw the pattern and you're executing the strategy on point, guys, you're a matter of seconds away from clearing that 3-minute trade. All right. If you took that trade, dropped in the chat. If you took that trade, drop in the chat, let me know. If you stayed out, no problem. Let me know. All right, price is pushing back up again, not ready to give you that runaway drop. All right, boom. So Graham says he's in again. Graham, would you have cleared that? Took an L. Yeah, that's what I thought. Based on how the market is set up here, it pushed up strangely and then dropped. I hear you, J Max. Clear the skin of your teeth, huh? Full disclosure, I did not wait. Took it at the drop. That's what's up. All right, there it goes again, guys. There it goes again. Lynn. I see the clears. I see the clears. I'm being very careful of the privacy with YouTube, guys. So if I don't call your names, understand. I'm just keeping it real jiggy, right? Private. I got you. So if you took this for 3 minutes, 1 minute, you would have not been in profit. 2 minutes, you possibly would have cleared. 3 minute, big no. All right. It's 5:50 now, and we've gotten a bunch of consolidation here. But guys, the currency strength meter kind of told us that, right? Kind of told us that we would be neck and neck. Euro and JPY is neck and neck. So this is what's happening. This is the result of a neck and neck consolidation. Look at how many big volume bars you have here. I mean, look at that, right? Price wants to drop. It's there. It gave you a drop. The 5-minute candle was red, but you know, it just didn't give you that massive momentum to the downside that you're looking for, and rightfully so. Why would you get it? Euro is currently stronger than the Japanese yen with that up arrow, and they're neck and neck. So the buyers and the sellers, they're fighting it out right now. All right, they're fighting it out right now. So you can see the result of that in the chats. I can't make this stuff up, guys. I'm not trading this, right? This is consolidating. A whole nother strategy is going on here on a lower time frame. So you think you can't get lower than the 1 minute? Please, guys, come on. In this is a whole chart. This is a whole up and down chart on the 10-second, the 15-second, and the 30-second window. All right, that gets ridiculously minuscule for me. Okay, I see a lot of clears going on. It is now 5:51. I see a lot of clears going on. So I'm going to back up out of the market now myself. I'm going to maintain my 3%. This does look like a nice leverage position, though, if she decides to drop. All right, if she does decide to drop, this looks like a nice leverage longer term position. I don't trust it based on the currency strength meter and how it's moving, but that'll be a 33 pip drop or 3% move if you're using the rule of thumb for leverage. Your stop loss would have to go above the high. So you're looking at about right here. So at least a 25 pip risk for a 33 pip reward. All right. If it decides to give us that drop, but she's acting real skittish right now. I still feel it's gonna drop, but it's moving skittish. AJ, let's have a look. All right, so somebody in the chat, for those of you who are on YouTube watching, somebody in the chat just asked about AJ. So we're gonna look at AJ real quick. AJ should be dropping because AUD is weak and the Japanese yen is pretty strong. So as you guys can see, we are in a downtrend on the 5-minute. Big, massive downtrend. We are set up for a drop on the 5-minute, but not on the 1-minute. We're set up for a drop on the 5-minute, but not on the 1-minute. This is an anomaly right here. I don't trust it. All right, I really don't trust it, but let's see what this high has in store for us. We have that drop right now. Time now is 5:53, so we would have missed this. Just back tested that 1-minute was low on the RSI. Okay. Yes, man, it was low. So that would have been caution, but you're really high in the 5-minute and you're retesting. And here's the next thing. This, guys, please pay close attention to what I'm about to say. Hashtag not my trade. Please pay close attention to what I'm about to say. When you're looking on the 5-minute and the 1-minute, guys, and you're trying to determine if the 5-minute is in alignment with the 1-minute, but the 1-minute is not where the 5-minute is. Let's say, for example, this one. 5-minute is not in alignment with the 1-minute, but the 5-minute is in alignment. It's crossing down. It's set up. Here is what makes the difference if you take it with the 1-minute below the 50 or the 1-minute already moving ahead of the 5-minute by far. You look at the momentum of the currency. There is strong downward momentum. So it only stands to reason that the 1-minute RSI time frame, although below the 50 or although leaving this oversold, there's a higher likelihood, a higher potential for the market to continue dropping massively because of the momentum. Now, if there is little to no momentum and the currencies are almost next to equal, then that's not a move you want to necessarily try or put yourself in. Why? Because although the 5-minute is set up and the 1-minute has gone all the way down, because you're equal in strength, you may not have that much momentum to push the market down. So it might just push right back up from being oversold. If that makes sense, drop some 444s in the chat. So when you want to look at the 5-minute and the 1-minute and it's not in alignment and you want to take it, consider the momentum. This has a very heavy upward momentum. JPY is full blast and AUD is very weak. So you know that's momentum to the downside massively. Okay. All right. Time now is 5:55, guys. This was an amazing trade opportunity, by the way. Richie Rich. This was an amazing opportunity. It was a runaway. Look at how she dropped. JMax is just on fire. She said she got in late, but cleared the AJ on the 1-minute because of what Mr. Mark just said. Right? The momentum is heavy. So once you got that cross down, at that point, it doesn't even matter where the 1-minute is. With that kind of a momentum, guys, you're going down, 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 down. All right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is 5:56. You know how we do. We pay very close and much respect to time. It is our only non-renewable resource that we have, and we cannot waste it. We have to spend it wisely and invest it wisely. All right. Well, for those of you who cleared your trades today, I want to celebrate you. You know, we got to pop some smoke. Let's do it. Another amazing profits before sunrise, guys. Drop your profits in the chat. Drop your percentages in the chat. Drop your numbers in the chat. How many trades did you take? How many trades did you win? How many trades did you take an L on? I am forever grateful for this skill, the opportunity to get in the market and multiply my own money on a consistent basis daily. Hey, I might not feel like trading today, so I don't trade. I might feel like trading tomorrow, so I can trade. But what I do is I ensure I'm trading Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday because we have a trading plan to follow. And every Wednesday, you can meet us back here on YouTube if you wish to trade along with us, see how we analyze the market, and just see that trading truly works. All right, guys, I try to do it as simply as I can, as simple as possible, so the very beginner can understand and get into these trade ideas with us. Guys, we have a mentorship program that teaches amazing people, amazing families how to do this. If you wish to join us and join our community, go ahead and contact me from the comments below, or check the description of this video. You will find all the information that you need should you have a desire to learn how to trade with us on a consistent basis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy, Mark with the C. Blake. It is my plum-pleasing pleasure to navigate the markets with you. I look forward to trading with you guys tomorrow morning for Profits Before Sunrise. Unfortunately for you though, guys, on YouTube, that will be our private session. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's market. She moved fantastic for us on all the pairs that we were looking at. Everything played out accordingly to plan. And guys, this is what we do each and every single day right here on Beyond the Charts. All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic rest of your day on YouTube. And for my mentees and for my students who are on the Zoom link, much love to you guys. I hope you all had an amazing session. I see you guys with the lessons. I see you guys with the wins. 2% growth, 4 and 0, 0 and 2, 3 and 1. You are welcome. You are welcome, family. You are welcome. You are all welcome. Forever grateful and happy for each and every single one of you learning this skill. It's transformational. It's generational. Ladies and gentlemen, one trade a day can keep poverty away. Much love, guys. Have an amazing rest of your day.